It is 30 degrees here in London, and if my body could speak, it would say, stay home, don't film anything, just rest or lay under this bush. But here I am with another Draw to Grow video for you guys. Our poor bodies hold so many emotions, stresses, and experiences that we can't always put into words. But there is a way to give those feelings a voice, and you guessed it, through creative expression, at least on this channel. Today I want to show you how art can become that bridge between your body and mind, and to do that I've recorded a real therapeutic art session that I hosted for my friend who kindly agreed to film her. Thank you so much. Today's beautiful practice is for you if you carry that tension inside you that you can't quite release, or you feel disconnected from your body lately, or maybe you're just curious to explore how your inner world can show up through colors and shapes. You can use this session for chronic health conditions. However, guys, please, 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 I'm not a therapist and this is not a therapy, so do it at your own risk. You decide how deep you want to go in this practice, so please stay safe. For our therapeutic art practice today, you'll need a few pieces of paper in different sizes and some paints. We will be using acrylics and watercolors with my friend. I love using liquid materials because they flow and spread in the ways you can't fully control, which is great for mindfulness art practice, but you can use whatever feels right for you today. So it turns out it's very difficult to be serious when your friend is here, but eventually we got there. Before we start with our drawing, I invite you to close your eyes and spend a couple of minutes noticing how your body feels today. And if connecting with your body feels too intense at the moment, which I understand, you can keep your eyes open and focus on something else instead, like a plant, a pattern, or an object. Take a few deep breaths and begin scanning your body from head to toe with a sense of curiosity rather than judging your feelings. Notice any sensations, tension, pain, or other feelings in different areas of your body. And when you're ready, open your eyes and let's move into exploring that mind-body connection through art. So our first exercise will be a warm-up with the materials, and we'll start with acrylics. Choose colors that match how you feel today. Maybe the colors that you've noticed during your body scan, or simply what you're drawn to right now. Choose with your intuition. Start by making a few simple shapes or lines. Try adding more or less water, pressing harder or softer on your brush. Just play around with it and see how the paint changes. And when you do that, notice what comes up. Any feelings, memories, thoughts about your day or maybe your body. Then you can add one more color. It doesn't have to be a shape this time. Just let your hand guide you and maybe even surprise you. And when you're done, give this little painting a simple name. My friend originally rejected her first name that came to her mind, thinking that it just doesn't match the painting. But I really encourage you, and I encourage her as well, to keep it, because usually that word carries a lot of hidden meaning and you might understand what it means for you a bit later. Now, let's move to watercolors. Cover your paper with clean water, choose your colors, and start making shapes or splashes, letting them spread. Notice how they flow and merge in ways you couldn't plan. As my friend noticed, they guide you more than you're guiding them. So add more water, let the colors blend into each other, and watch how they flow and merge in ways you couldn't have planned. And when you finish, write down a few words that came up for you, colors, emotions, sensations, or thoughts. And answer this question for yourself. If you could talk with your image, what would it say to you? Write down the answer. These little warm-ups teach us to balance control with surrender, activate our intuition, reduce performance anxiety, and practice self-compassion when things don't go to plan. If you would like to go deeper, let's move to our next exercise, which is called body mapping. For this exercise, you'll need a bigger paper. You can tape the sheets together if you need to, like we did, The bigger the better. First, draw an outline of your body, and it doesn't have to be realistic, it's simply a shape to hold what you're feeling today. Body mapping is a way to explore how your body holds emotions, sensations, and experiences. The goal is to give this feeling space outside of yourself so they become more tangible and workable. This process helps you establish that body-mind connection and understand your body's messages. Tune into your body again. What feels most prominent right now? Start adding marks, lines, and shapes to those areas in your outline. And as you work, think about how energy feels in that area. If something, for example, feels heavy or stuck, you might use thicker paint, darker colors, rougher strokes, but it's up to you. This is just suggestions. And maybe if something feels light or open, maybe use softer shapes or flowing lines. Just trust your instinct. And if there is a particular symptom that's been bothering you for a long time, but you're worried about amplifying it through drawing it, try expressing your feelings about that symptom instead. So, for example, if you're experiencing pain and you don't want to draw the pain because you're a bit intimidated by this, you could express how you feel about having that pain. Notice the rest of your body too. Often, when we have an overwhelming sensation in one area, other parts may feel forgotten and craving for your attention. Don't forget to include any areas that feel good, or comfortable, or even neutral. They are just as important and deserve recognition too. So, when you finished, step back and look at your drawing and try to reflect on it. For example, what parts of your body felt most alive or in need for your attention today? Did any colors, shapes, or marks surprise you? What message do you feel your body might be sharing with you through this drawing? Write down the answer. Now let's move to our final exercise. In our previous exercise, we connected with something very real and present in our body. And now let's do the opposite. We're going to step away from physical sensations and move into a space of imagination, which is my favorite. Close your eyes and imagine what feeling good and safe and comfortable or healthy would feel like in your body. If that helps, you might picture a place where you felt that way, perhaps somewhere from your past or from your childhood if you had a safe childhood, or somewhere you go right now that feels good. Choose colors that feel soothing and calming right now. And start with one mark, one color, one shape, and let it develop naturally from there. Think of this as creating a mental refuge, a place your mind can return to whenever you need to feel grounded and peaceful. If it's hard to imagine such a place or object today, that's completely fine. You can simply think about what you imagine safety might feel like. What would it be like to feel safe and good and have this well-being and blossom? And when you finished, write down a few words that describe what you see. Which lines, shapes, or colors bring you a sense of comfort and relief? Just reflect on it. Then write a message of encouragement from this drawing to you, as if this image is speaking directly to you with words of support and compassion. You might choose to hang this image somewhere you'll see it regularly, so each time you look at it, you can reconnect with that feeling of goodness and well-being and safety and wholeness. Thank yourself for sitting with your feelings and giving your body the attention and care it deserves. Notice if anything feels different, even if it's slightly different, even if it's 1% different. It still counts. Thank you so much for our session. As I said behind the scenes, I really enjoyed your art. If we go from here to here, what was the shift or discovery?
I guess just interesting for me to see how deep that goes. One thing I notice is that I have a lot of desire to control and get it right, and that's there more at the beginning of the session, and you can even see that in the markings of the first one.
We could show our viewing.
Yeah.
This was very beautiful, but in a way very controlled.
Yeah.
And then as we tried watercolors,
Yeah, it was more flowing.
Mhm.
And then I think through each activity I was trying less and less to be original, and I was just doing what felt
Mhm.
natural, even if that is cliched, you know,
Yes,
because
yes.
there's a
I know
reason
what you
things are
mean.
cliches,
Mhm.
probably. And also to me, they seem kind of old because I work with these patterns all the time in therapy, so it seems, oh, it's too obvious to do
Mhm.
that. But clearly, these are the core themes. It just helps to clarify my main themes that I always am working with, and
Mhm.
just that they are important enough. I don't have to try and do something different or, you know, original.
Yeah. Thank you so much again for the session.
Thank you.
It's lovely. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope the session gave you a new way to listen to your body and mind and see what's been hiding or moving under the surface. And always remember that painting your feelings is never about good art, but it's about giving yourself space to notice, to breathe, and to let things come out on the page. And if you guys are curious to go deeper or want more personalized session like I did with my friend, I'm offering online one-to-one sessions, so just check the description below and I'm happy to accommodate you. Thanks again for watching. I better go home because it's boiling. Bye.